So this is a quick video of building AI with AI to stop paying AI. This is my build process from scratch. Don't have a clue what I'm doing. I'm using AI on a laptop to help me build it, basically, to stop paying stupid subscriptions. First impressions, the tower looks good. Got 6 fans in there at the moment, running a Prism Zero with 3 extra ones on the top, get them mounted to the top for a individual cooler. So I've got a flathead and a POSI drive. I'm going to set about stripping the tower down and let's see what we do. I'll get the laptop up and see what the AI says. I'm doing it in stages. So I've got the 1200 watt PSU and the Prism Frozen 360 ARGB black. So far so good. 2 screws out of the back, side panels come off. So I'm just removing the other side now, which is the glass panel. I don't know if I need it off, but I'm sure I'll find out. It's only 2 screws. You get a little tub, keep it in. This is what ChatGPT recommended. So this is what I'm doing. As you can see, it's down here. I'm typing in all the prompts, telling it what I want to do, and it's giving me information back. So I'm using the H3 black proper glass, no perspex, so it should be easy to clean and not get scratched like a piece of plastic would. So there's a little box here, it has a couple of zip ties, black zip ties, presume they're for cabling, a little bag of screws and some sort of instructions. We'll have a look, see if it compares with the AI version. So here's the PSU, or the power supply unit. I went with the 1200 gold 80 plus. It's got more than enough what I need it to do apparently. I'm using the Tesla P40 brain for the AI. I have received it, but I'm still waiting on my graphics card to complete the build and the power supply cable, but it is in hand at the moment. I'll give you a quick glance at it while I'm unwrapping this. So this is the brain of the AI, arrived today. Unboxing of the PSU. I'll have a look at this one. Sorry if the video's a bit off and on. It's the first time ever doing anything like this. Like I said, I'm a complete amateur at anything like this. Let's see how we'll get on with it. So that's the actual unit. I don't know much about it. I just know it's brand new. It's a 1200G deep cool 80 plus gold, recommended by AI. With lots of cables, some plugs, some straps. Don't need that, that's just the stuff to keep it moisture. Another bag of screws, a spare sort of plug, and a big bag of wires and cables, and some instructions. I thought it was a disc, that's how old school I am. Thought you had to put discs in, but apparently you just get instructions now and it does it all for you. Right, time to install this. So, looks like the obvious places here. Holes have lined up perfect. I'll put some screws in. So using a PZ1, I'm going to put the 4 screws in the back of the unit into the power supply unit. 2 minutes. That's the 4th screw going in and it's tight. God, this thing is huge. Don't know much about it. The tower's big enough. That's basically a radiator for the cooling system. 3 big fans on the back, massive radiator, water cooling pipes. Again, I presume another box of fixings. AI was right, having this little tub here is going to pay off. Look in this little box, another bag of wires, and lots of screws and plates. I'm going to need a bigger tub, so I've opted for a takeaway tub now. Just as good, probably a bit better. It's in plastic, to be no static. One of the things that the AI recommended doing a wood surface for static, and to just clean my hands with a really good soap and scrub before touching anything, rather than using rubber gloves. I'll keep 2, that's for the tower, and this is going to be for the cooling system. Hopefully I don't have too many bolts left over. I've done something wrong. The prompt was to AI, where does this thing go, because it's bloody huge, and it's actually told me where this bloody huge thing goes. So just looking inside the tower, there's already 3 big fans up there. This already got 3 fans on it, so I'm not sure if I need it. I'll have to do a bit of research. I'll say it to this. The tower already has 3 fans on the roof, yet the cooling system has come with 3 fans on. Do I need to remove the 3 off the tower or the 3 off the cooling system? Do them upper ones need removing to the lower? And that's it. It'll give me a response. I've got to remove the 3 fans from the top of the tower. So it just looks like you undo these here and support it from falling down. So pre-undo them all a little bit. That's just common knowledge of, so you don't damage anything, and they're easy, not so they're holding your hand up for ages. I will show you them removed. 1 fan down. They're all wired together, so they're not actually getting in the way. I'll turn it around so you can see. 1 fan hanging down, still wired up to there's no tension on the wire, so it should be safe. That's the 3 fan units out. And all the screws I took out of there, I don't know if I need them for this, but I'll soon find out. I've put them in this tub here. We'll see how we get on now loading this big monstrous thing up to the roof. So I need to fit this first, or the lower ones first, it doesn't matter, so I'll go ahead and try and fit the top one. I have to read the manual, unfortunately. There's a few little extra brackets in here that I might need to look into. So yeah, unfortunately, let's have a look at this. So little bag of screws, presume they go down there, line up with there. Let's have a go. Which way it goes, there's wires on that side, I presume they go to the inside of that rather than the outside and drag them across, so I'll put them in. If I have to take it apart later on, I have to take it apart later on. I asked AI the question, it told me these pipes go to the back and the rest goes wherever. So I found an issue, because these pipes are here, they don't fit over that, so it's going to have to go back to front. So hopefully it doesn't hinder the build later on. So it turns out it doesn't fit that way, it physically doesn't fit because there's a fan unit there. So I have to spin it around and put the pipes to the front end, and that goes in perfect, just needs some screws. So I didn't realise that this has on sliders at the back. So that's the cooler in. So I'm just going to tell AI now it's done, see what it responds. So I've got the cooler in mounted to the top Had to put the pipes down the front. The fan wouldn't work where it was otherwise. Do I just install the 3 bottom ones now, or do I need more room to install more stuff later on? Is it better putting the lower ones in now? It recommends putting the lower fans in now before it gets too tight in here. I don't know what else is to go in this side. There's another side round there, I couldn't tell you. I don't know if it's the right way or wrong way. I presume the ones are in and out or something. I don't know if I can flip them around or twist them, but I'll ask AI now and see if we can work it out. So does it matter which way these fans go in? Are they ins and outs, or do they just go back in the same way? So it says they have to go in a certain way, but there's no directions on these, so how do you know if they're right? Let's ask AI. So there's no direction on these fans, how do you know which way they go? So apparently, if I got it right, these face down. Find out if it overheats. So I don't know where these go, is that something to do with it? There's like some sort of mesh on there. And how do we get that off? Does it come off, or do you just lift it? Oh, okay, that's like that, it's like some sort of magnetic mesh. Just going to put the original screws that I took in off the roof and use them screws again. I've noticed because they came out of that side, this side doesn't have thread. Do I just screw it in? Let's ask AI. So the fan doesn't have pre-screw holes in it. Am I just putting these like self-tapping screws back into it on the other side to create the thread to be able to mount them the other way around? So these screws are designed, they've got a different thread on them to cut a thread into this. Not doing anything, it's not damaging anything. I'm just reversing which way they push the floor. I'm putting in everything loosely, as you can see it's still loose, just to get everything lined up properly. I don't force anything where it shouldn't be going. On the outside, having a magnetic screwdriver to hold them in place while you get them lined up. Not a lot of resistance there. So again, loose, still loose. Just a quick nip up, just to make sure it's tight up. I think because it's like a self-tapping, I don't think it needs any like Loctite on it. I don't think there's anything there to like fasten them back in anyway. So one thing I've noticed, these fans have mirrors on each side and then some on that side. Does it matter which way they go? Let's find out. So these fans have mirrors on 2 sides and not on the other side. Does it matter which way they go? So I've asked it there and it says it's decorative to give depth to the tower. So I might need to tick this off and change it front to back, because at the moment it's left to right. But so AI recommends the mirror goes front to back. So that's what we'll do. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the film off before I do once they fit, because you can't get your fingers in after that to pull it off. I don't want anything coming off inside this unit. So I did actually miss one off the middle. I'm going to have to take this one back off just to get the bloody sticker off. All the sticky tape is off of all the way around them. Oh, the green tab's broke on that one, I'll have to sort that. So 12 screws came out, 12 screws have gone back in. So I've questioned about the mirrors being down the outer face and facing in and out. It said no, put them front to back. It didn't realise I had a glass side panel. So I said visually it'll look better with the mirrors looking left to right rather than front to back. So I'm going to take them all off and switch them around so the mirror face on the looking out and looking in to reflect more light. I won't show you the boring bit of swapping them all around, but that's what I'm going to do. So one thing I've realised, these tape sticky things across the mirrors is on every single fan, on the face of the fan, on the sides of it, you're gonna have got to physically undo every single fan, especially some of these down. I might be able to take the front panel off. I'll have to look into that and get down the front fascia, whether there be plastic in there, and obviously plastic with heat I believe doesn't work properly, so bit of a mission now. I've got to take all the fans off just to take all these pieces of plastic off. So a lot of these little tabs that you pull this clear stuff off with keeps breaking, so I'm having to literally try and get in and strip them down with a piece of screwdriver. These two here, I need to try and get this front case off somehow. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. If not, I'll have to strip down the fans fully. Looks like there's a couple of screws on the back side. So it doesn't like this front glass panel comes off. I'm going to have to take all the fans off just to get these bits of plastic off, but I'd rather it be safe than sorry, especially with the heat it's going to be producing. You can see visually, it looks so much better. The mirror surface there, mirror surface on the back edge, so it should pick up a bit more light. These are all, I think these all glow like purples and reds and blues. So I'm taking some fans off inside because I've swapped the others round. There's some fans there that are drawing in. There's two fans that are on the opposite side near the PSU. They will be drawing out, I believe. Is that correct? Do they need changing round? Have we got enough for coming exhaust and inlets? So there's two fans here. If I take them off now, I may as well ask and see if it needs reversing round to see which way they're working. So it's told me that these need to stay as exhaust fans. So I've got 3 here on the bottom which are in. I've got 1 on the back which is out. 3 on the top, they'll be in, pulling in cold air in, and 2 here exhaust, and the fan on there. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 fans in this unit in total, including the PSU one. Hopefully it's going to stay cold or cool. And I'm only taking them out because the tape has broke off of this side here that you use to pull the little protective strip off. So I've got to now take them out to get my fingers in to pull this little tape off the front of this clear mirror bit. 1, I don't want it peeling off, and 2, I don't and it getting sucked in through the fans or out through the fans and causing damage, or worse, it jumps onto the motherboard and arcs something out. And all that just to get that little bit of plastic off there. Looks like a piece of sellotape. It's just protective film on the mirror. So a little bit of a scare. I've found some plugs here that don't match my PSU. Apparently they go into the motherboard, so don't panic. Just reading over here, it's just giving me an explanation why it needs this fan set up. There's another fan actually I forgot about on the end of the AI brain. There's a specific fan that goes straight on that to keep that cool on its own. I'll go more into that when that fan comes and I'm ready to install that. So I've installed the PSU, I've installed the cooling radiator. Is there anything else I need to add to it now with what we've got out of the shopping list? Is there anything else to put into this tower or get ready to put in? So the AI, we built the shopping list. Everything I've ordered, some I've ordered from China, didn't buy it all from England, like the brain I think come from China. A couple of the RAM, which is expensive at the moment, especially the DDR4s. Yeah, it's monitored everything, everything's coming in different stages, so it's got to this stage. I've asked it if there's anything else we can do. Basically saying no, we're done, that's it for today, that's like this build done. I'll be back in touch.